Hello, coin collectors. What are you doing? Wait for my video. I'm coming. Let's learn something amazing today. Have you subscribed to the channel? Thank you. The 1974 Kennedy Half Dollar. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that, at first glance, looks like any other from your pocket change. But beneath its familiar shine lies a secret that has skyrocketed its value to an astounding $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $8 million for a single 1974 Kennedy Half Dollar. What makes this humble coin possibly the most valuable half dollar ever discovered? Let's unravel this fascinating mystery together. First, let's set the scene. The Kennedy Half Dollar series began in 1964, a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. By 1974, millions of these coins had been struck by the U.S. Mint, with mints operating in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins have little more than 50 cents worth of spending power. So, how does one leap from spare change to a fortune? The answer lies in a rare and extraordinary error, a printing anomaly so elusive, even seasoned collectors can only dream of finding one. Before we delve deeper into the details of this specific error, let's talk about the basics. The 1974 Kennedy Half Dollar is made of copper nickel clad, with no silver content for circulation strikes. Its design, with the dignified portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse, is iconic. Millions were minted. Most are spent, forgotten, or tucked away in jars. But not this one. Not the coin that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. So, what happened? What secret could possibly be concealed within these ordinary-looking coins? The answer: a rare doubled die obverse, an error almost invisible to the naked eye, but unmistakable under magnification. This mistake occurred during the minting process, when the die that imprints the design onto the coin was misaligned, causing certain elements of the design to be struck twice. The result? Doubling in the inscriptions, subtle but undeniable. Picture the word Liberty across the top of the coin. Normally, the letters are crisp, well-defined. But on the rare doubled die obverse, you'll see a shadow. Each letter is subtly doubled, almost as if the coin maker's hand trembled. Look just below at the iconic phrase, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1974. The same ghostly doubling appears, a silent hallmark of a once-in-a-lifetime minting error. Now here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Most 1974 Kennedy Half Dollars lack this error and are worth their face value. But a select few, perhaps only a handful, bear this mysterious doubling. One such coin, in absolutely pristine condition, recently set the numismatic world ablaze by selling for an unprecedented $8 million. Why such a staggering price? Rarity, historical intrigue, and the feverish desire among collectors to own a piece of living history. But wait, what if you, right now, have a fortune in your own pocket? This is where the excitement truly begins. If you own a 1974 Kennedy Half Dollar, grab it now. Hold it up to the light. Examine the inscriptions carefully. Do you see anything unusual? Maybe a faint doubling of the letters or numbers? A slight shadow that looks out of place? If so, you might be holding a coin worth more than you ever imagined. Let's walk step by step through the process of identifying this legendary error. First, clean your hands and find a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, a tool every serious coin collector should own. Hold the coin by its edges to avoid smudging the surface. Start by examining the word Liberty at the top of the coin. Look closely at each letter. On the doubled die obverse, you'll notice a second, fainter outline on the edges of each character. Next, inspect the motto, "In God We Trust." The doubling here is usually most noticeable on the G and O in God and the T in Trust. Finally, check the date, 1974. The doubling might be subtle, but it's there, like a whisper from history. Why do collectors go wild for such errors? The answer lies in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins and currency. Every minting error tells a story. It's a glimpse into the secret world of the U.S. Mint, where machinery, craftsmanship, and sheer chance intersect. Double die errors are especially prized because they are so rare and difficult to spot. Each one is a unique fingerprint, a one-of-one artifact that sets your coin apart from the millions of others. Let's take a step back and consider the broader universe of valuable Kennedy half dollars. Over the years, there have been many intriguing varieties and errors. Some 1974 half dollars struck in San Francisco bear an S mint mark and were made as proofs, shiny, mirror-like coins intended for collectors, not circulation. Others, like the 1974 D double die obverse from Denver, display this legendary doubling. Most Kennedy half dollars from this era are common, but every so often, an error emerges that electrifies the coin-collecting community. It's not just the error itself that creates value, but the condition of the coin. Numismatists use a grading scale from 1 to 70 to judge a coin's preservation, with MS standing for mint state. A 1974 Kennedy half dollar with the double die error, graded MS 68 or higher, near perfect condition, can command astronomical prices, as we've seen. Imagine a coin that survived nearly 50 years without a single scratch, still gleaming as if it left the mint yesterday. Combine that with the rarest of errors, and you have a true numismatic treasure. But how do you know if your coin is valuable? The first step is self-examination, as we discussed. The next step, if you suspect you have a double die error, is to seek a professional opinion. Trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving you an authoritative evaluation. This process can be nerve-wracking. Imagine sending off what could be an $8 million coin, but it's the only way to unlock its true market value. You might be wondering, why do collectors and investors pay so much for these coins? The answer is part psychology, part economics. Rare coins are tangible pieces of history, symbols of the past that you can hold in your hand. They're also investments, assets whose value can grow over time. Like rare art, vintage cars, or classic stamps, coins with unique errors or extraordinary provenance attract the world's top collectors. And when only one or two such coins exist, the bidding can reach dizzying heights. Let's take a moment to appreciate the journey of the Kennedy half dollar itself. Created in haste after the nation mourned its fallen president, the coin has become a fixture in American culture. Over the decades, it's witnessed changes in metal composition, design tweaks, and even a decline in everyday use. Yet, for collectors, every Kennedy half dollar is a potential treasure, a link to the past, and a piece of an ongoing story. Now, it's your turn to become part of that story. If you have a 1974 Kennedy half dollar, take a closer look. Could you be one of the lucky few to discover a life-changing minting error? The thrill of the hunt is one of the greatest joys in numismatics. Every coin has a tale to tell, and every collector dreams of that moment when an ordinary piece of change reveals its hidden fortune. Even if you don't find the elusive double die error, your journey into coin collecting is just beginning. The world of numismatics is rich with possibilities. There are rare coins from every era, each with its own mystery, history, and value. Whether you're searching for errors, collecting by date and mint mark, or assembling a complete set, the adventure never ends. Let's recap the key steps for discovering the ultimate 1974 Kennedy half dollar. First, check your change, coin jars, and old collections for any 1974 Kennedy half dollars. Second, use a magnifier to examine the inscriptions. Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1974. Look for signs of doubling, a faint second outline, most obvious on the letters and numbers. Third, if you think you've found an error, consult a professional coin grader for authentication and a precise value estimate. Fourth, always handle coins by the edges and avoid cleaning them. Original surfaces are crucial for collectors. Finally, stay curious. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and today's discovery could become tomorrow's multi-million-dollar story. If you found this journey intriguing, you're not alone. Thousands of collectors, new and experienced alike, share your passion for rare and valuable coins. That's why you should subscribe to Coin Value Guide, your ultimate source for coin stories, value guides, and tips on uncovering treasures in your own collection. Don't miss our upcoming videos, where we'll explore more legendary coins, unravel the mysteries of rare currency, and arm you with the knowledge to become a master collector. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coins. The next $8 million discovery could be in your very own pocket. And remember, every coin has a story. Let's discover yours together. Subscribe now to Coin Value Guide YouTube channel and join the adventure.